And also watch for Ellis's right uppercut. Ellis is a boxer puncher with all the blows. The jab, the left hook, straight right, the looping right. He can deck a man with either hand, as he proved against Bonavina. And he can knock a man out with one punch, as he proved against Johnny Pearsall on March 22nd, 1967 in Madison Square Garden. He knocked Pearsall, who was then apparently on the move in the heavyweight ranks, out in just one round. There is Jimmy Ellis's wife, Marietta, or at least you just saw her there, and there you see her again. Sitting next to her are two of Jimmy's brothers, Jerry and Eddie. We are coming closer to the beginning of this fight. They are, as you can see, taking off Floyd's warm-up jacket, and his warm-up pants will come next. Patterson has had a quiet confidence about this one, although still there has been some talk, from him to this reporter at least, of defeat. He has said, if I lose to Ellis, it won't be so bad, because I'll be losing to a man who carries the championship well in and out of the ring. And I think that is an obvious allusion to circumstances that you're all very familiar with in the States. We await the start of this WBA heavyweight championship bout. Floyd Patterson and Jimmy Ellis. Ellis in the white trunks. Floyd in the blue trunks. Ellis, black stripe on white trunks. Floyd, white stripe on blue trunks. The bell for round one. That missed. We saw Ellis try the right uppercut there. No damage yet by either fighter. Ellis will not take Patterson cheaply. We have little more than a minute left in this round one. Ellis, white trunks, Patterson, blue trunks. So far, nothing more than a feeling out round. The crowd will yell every time Floyd even seems to land. Seconds left in round one. Seconds left. We are back for round two. Ellis against Patterson. Ellis white trunks, Patterson blue trunks. Seated at ringside, of course, are some of the great sports writers from around the world. Immediately next to me, Mel Derslag, syndicated columnist, Los Angeles Herald-Examiner, and Milt Gross, syndicated columnist, New York Post. They are scoring this fight most unofficially. The only official scorer is the referee, Harold Ballin. And from time to time, because of their experience, we may allude to their scorecards as a barometer of how the fight may be being judged by the referee. Patterson got in a good right there, as you saw, his best blow of the fight. Incidentally, the first round was scored by the two writers whom I mentioned to my left as Ellis's round. There is blood on the right nostril of Jimmy Ellis, the result of that right that Patterson landed early. We have little more than a minute left in round two. Ellis, white trunks, Patterson, blue trunks. The action has been, as you can see, at best lukewarm up to this point. But blood from the right nostril of Ellis, the result of a Patterson right. There was a right by Ellis. Patterson's left jaw, but no damage. No knockdown, slip. We will go to Ellis's corner after this round. Take a look at that nose. 5 seconds left. Round two. The end of round two, and we're going to focus on the WBA champion, Jimmy Ellis. They are working immediately on Jimmy's nose. Not a serious cut, by the way, but they want to stop the blood flow immediately. Serious cut, the blood would start to flow into the mouth, create a problem. The crowd is roaring behind us because a young Swedish screen actress comes in between each round to hold up the round card for the forthcoming round. And you will see her later in the fight. Terribly attractive. There sits Patterson. By the way, the general consensus around me is that Patterson won the second round. The rounds would then be even if they are correct. 1-1. The crowd is crying, Swedish, let's go Floyd. Round three. Now there is blood from Ellis's left nostril. Angie Dundee in Ellis's corner is right now talking to cutman Chicky Ferrara about it. 2 minutes left in the third round. Ellis has not been able to get through the peekaboo style. You see again Patterson with those fists up protectively in front of the face. That's the peekaboo. Patterson was hurt by an Ellis right. He is hurt now. Ellis must push him off to take advantage of it. That was no knockdown, slip again. But Patterson is in some trouble. 1 minute left in this, the third round. Perhaps you hear Angelo Dundee screaming, push him off. That's to provide punching room to floor Patterson. That hurt. That uppercut hurt Floyd. He grunted. Perhaps you heard it. Patterson with a flurry, but not damaging. 25 seconds left in this round. Cleanly, apparently, Ellis's round, as you can see.
Don Anderson is driving.
We're back for round 4. Ellis against Patterson. Remember, you're watching the WBA World Heavyweight Championship fight on ABC, the #1 network for sports, where more people will see more sports in 1968 than on any other network. Patterson in blue, Ellis in white. Patterson in trouble in the third round, though not down. Patterson fighting back with a flurry, beginning with the left hook. According to the scorecards of syndicated columnists Mel Derslag and Milton Gross, Ellis has 2 rounds, Patterson 1 up to this point. Good left by Patterson, and a good right, too. Patterson's best combination in this fight, really, notwithstanding the blood on Ellis's nose in the first 2 rounds. Ellis had wanted to win this fight quickly, convincingly, to establish image. Blood again. Blood again from Ellis. 1 minute left in this 4th round. A good round for Patterson. Patterson beginning the fight with confidence. Dundee yelling from the corner, stick him, meaning keep the left jab up. Was hurt. A gut exchange. Ellis cut above the right eye. Ellis in trouble with that cut. The cut above the eye going into the eye. We're going to stay with you between these rounds because Ellis is being cut up. And if you see Ellis's face, you see a face of blood. And this crowd is going to go wild because of the way they feel about Floyd Patterson. And give this to Patterson. He is fighting tonight like we haven't seen him fight for a long, long time. That may relate to the way Ellis is fighting. You can't evaluate that, not as the fight progresses. But Patterson is fighting courageously, and he is hitting well. You're looking at Ellis, the corner man working on it. Angelo Dundee, the manager. The cut man, Chicky Ferrara. Angie himself working on the cuts. Dr. Ferdy Pacheco of Miami Beach, Florida, with Dundee and boxing through all the years. Over to Patterson, who is unmarked, who is sitting there with that stoic calm that has always been his, really, in victory or in defeat. But Floyd Patterson fighting with this crowd behind him and making himself some kind of fight up to this point. We go to round 5. Patterson blue trunks, Ellis white. This is a 15-rounder for the WBA version of the World Heavyweight Championship. We are in round 5. The unofficial scoring, just a barometer next to me, has 2 rounds for Patterson, 2 rounds for Ellis. Damage has been done, the obvious damage to Ellis thus far. Cut over the right eye, cuts in both nostrils. Blood flowing in all but one of the first 4 rounds. Ellis not fighting confidently. Not at all. 2 minutes left. I think you can see that blood on Ellis's nose for yourselves. Cut is open again. Left in this, the 5th round. Ellis white, Patterson blue. Ellis bleeding from the right nostril, cut over right eye, not reopened. Seconds left. Round 5.
Bad news travels fast, and one of the first to hear is a member of the Allstate Insurance Company's special disaster team. A tornado in Texas, a hurricane in Florida, a windstorm in Oregon. He might get a call at any hour of the day or night to head for the trouble spot. He and other expert claimsmen from Allstate will be on the scene in a matter of hours. First, to set up emergency headquarters at the disaster scene, perhaps in a school gymnasium or even in a store. Then get to the Allstate policyholders and try to help them. For the homeless, find a place to stay. And most basic of all, help solve the money part so they can rebuild. For protection you can count on in an emergency. Talk to the good hands people. You're in good hands with Allstate.
We're back for round 6. Ellis white trunks, Patterson blue trunks. The fight so far a surprise to the so-called boxing experts. Patterson doing very well indeed. Unofficial scores at ringside show it 2 rounds apiece, 1 even. Patterson having cut Ellis's nose almost in the beginning and having scored a cut over Ellis's right eye in the 4th round. That was just a slip. 3rd time this fight, Patterson has slipped. No knockdowns in the bout. Ellis's white trunks covered, as you can see, with his own blood. Minutes left in the 6th round. Ellis now pursuing some of the tactics that Dundee had him use against Jerry Quarry, and in a strange way, perhaps reminiscent of Muhammad Ali, the sparring partner he was, as you know, for so many years. Again, there is blood out of Ellis's nose, and blood over Ellis's right eye. Don't forget, immediately after Wide World of Sports, Georgia against Tennessee from Knoxville, with Chris Schenkel and Bud Wilkinson opening NCAA Game of the Year. One minute left in this, the 6th round. Blood coming out of Ellis's right eye again. What Ellis faces now, quite frankly, is the prospect that even if he should win this fight, he will not have impressed. There are 30 seconds left in round 6. Ellis is in real trouble now. Patterson is fighting light at 188.5. Ellis heavy at 198. And Patterson is assuming the aggressor and commanding role. Take a look at Patterson scoring in slow motion. There. That right hurt him. There was no question about it. Now Dundee is right above us, saying that Ellis, work on him, work on him, work on him. But so far, Ellis hasn't been able to do much work on anything. As I look at the scorecards around me, El Durslag, Milton Gross, nationally syndicated American columnist. The scores are, by Durslag, 4 rounds for Patterson, 2 for Ellis. By Gross, 3 rounds for Patterson, 2 for Ellis, and 1 even. Only unofficial, just barometers. This fight will be scored only by Harold Ballins, the referee. There are no judges. And we are in round 7.
I'm Bud Palmer, New York City. There seems to be some distortion with Howard Cosell's commentary from Stockholm, Sweden. We will continue. We're in the 7th round. That's Patterson in the blue trunks, who has been scoring extremely well. Turning point was the 4th round, but a hard left then by Jimmy Ellis. Patterson scored beautifully in the 4th round and has been assuming command of the fight since that time. About 2 minutes to go now in the 7th round. Patterson in blue. Seemed to score again with the right hand. Of course, the crowd over there really prejudiced towards Patterson. It's hard to tell. This is live from Stockholm. And Ellis, throughout the fight, has been trying to get in that right hand, which he's noted for, but so far Patterson has been avoiding it. This is the 7th round. Ellis is cut at the nose and the right eye. No damage to Patterson so far. Patterson was in trouble in the 3rd round. 1 minute to go now in the 7th. WBA World Heavyweight Championship fight live on the satellite from Stockholm, Sweden. Patterson fighting with confidence in blue. Oh, and there's a hard right. A little high, I believe, by Ellis then. Caught Patterson high on the forehead. As I mentioned, Patterson fighting with confidence. Ellis seems confused. Final moments now of round number 7. Patterson countering after Ellis missed with that combination. No damage done. And now the combinations coming from Patterson at the bell. And we'll return with more of ABC's Wide World of Sports right after this message from our local stations.
The Outcast premieres Monday, September 23rd on ABC.
Back at ringside, Howard Cosell, round 8. Ellis against Patterson. Ellis in the white trunks. They are bloodstained. Patterson in the blue. He remains unmarked. Patterson waging a surprising fight to all of us, and probably slightly ahead as we have gone thus far.
Once again, there seems to be some distortion on Howard Cosell's live commentary from Stockholm, Sweden. The satellite, or the bird, is giving us a beautiful picture, but having trouble talking. So I'll carry a little bit here from New York City till we can get Howard Cosell back. In case you just joined us, this is the World Heavyweight Championship fight. Floyd Patterson in blue, Jimmy Ellis, the champion, in white. And so far, the fight has gone to Patterson. It turned in the 4th round when Patterson stunned Ellis with a hard right, had him in difficult trouble, and since that time, Patterson seems to be in control of the fight. Ellis fighting back in white. He's still strong. He was cut around the nose, but more serious over the right eye. 8th round from Stockholm, Sweden, live. We're halfway through the 8th round now. Patterson more and more becoming the aggressor. Ellis still trying for that sneak right hand, has yet to land it properly. A miss then by Patterson in blue, and a miss by Ellis, leading with rights. Last minute of the 8th round. It's been a very clean fight so far. Well handled by Harold Vallon, the referee. There are no judges. It's the referee's decision solely. And now Ellis fighting back. Fine right then by Patterson. Looked like it landed. And Patterson fighting and hitting with better combinations seen him throw in years. Waning moments now of the 8th round. And now let's go to Chris Schenkel in Knoxville, Tennessee, getting ready for that Tennessee-Georgia game. Chris?
Okay, Bud.
Back at ringside for the start of round 9. Howard Cosell reporting. Ellis against Patterson. Patterson blue trunks. Ellis white trunks. Patterson in the best shape I've seen him in years. Fighting a courageous and very good fight. Ellis fighting, to put it mildly, a disappointing fight. Ellis's left eye partly closed. Cut over right eye. Reopened intermittently. Blood flowing from the nostrils throughout the fight. In the blood from Ellis's nose. Reopened almost immediately with the start of every round. Two minutes left in the 9th round. Sluggish, unable to take advantage of opportunities, troubled perhaps by the peekaboo style. From Ellis's corner to push Patterson away. Ellis did have a flurry there, but did no real damage to Patterson, who's fighting more confidently with every passing round. Little less than a minute left in round 9. Patterson blue trunks, Ellis white. By Patterson that hurt Ellis, and yet Ellis is now hurting Patterson. Ringside, Ellis against Patterson. Patterson surprising all of the experts by waging a courageous and very effective battle thus far. We understand that there's been audio breakup from time to time on the telecast. Hardly any matter. The pictures speak for themselves. Dundee and his fellow cornermen, men who handle Ellis, are becoming openly concerned. Getting three different advices from the corner as Patterson hit him with a right, but that did not damage Ellis. Getting one piece from Angelo Dundee, another piece of advice from Chris Dundee, Angie's brother, and a third piece from Sticky Ferrari. As I look at the unofficial scores around me, Milton Gross has it 4 rounds apiece and 1 even, with Patterson having inflicted the greater damage. Mel Durslag has it 4 rounds Patterson, 3 Ellis, with 2 even. Remember, these are just a couple of prominent columnists who keep their own scores. Nothing official. The fight is being scored by just one man. Third man in the ring, Harold Vallon of New York. Round 11. Ellis, white trunks, Patterson, blue. Round 11. Ellis thus far has made scant and ineffective use of the left jab and the hook.
Once again, we're having a problem with the audio from Howard Cosell. This is Bud Palmer again in New York City as Patterson in the blue trunks under 1 minute left in round 11. Patterson unofficially out ahead in blue, staging a tremendous fight here. Patterson using his left very effectively. And great combinations by Patterson. Still he has to watch that tremendous right hand of Ellis.
moving out.
Round 12. Ellis now fighting for his life. One unofficial score next to me, Mel Durslags, says 6-3-2 Patterson. Milt Grosses says 5-4-2 Patterson. As you know, we are having an audio problem. Two minutes left in round 12. Ellis, white trunks, Patterson, blue. Patterson at age 33 giving the best fight of the past several years in his long boxing career. Another slip by Patterson. 1 minute left in round 12. Patterson has slipped 4 times, but has not been floored in this fight. Ellis came on in that flurry. Seconds left in this, the 12th round. We are back from Resenda Stadium in suburban Stockholm for round 13, Ellis against Patterson. Between rounds, Angelo Dundee, manager-trainer for Ellis, told me that Ellis's nose was broken in the first round of this fight, and he has been fighting with a broken nose ever since. Under the circumstances, the nature of Ellis's fight would be very understandable. Not an excuse. Patterson has fought a courageous fight, an effective one, a well-styled one, and Ellis has been sluggish from the beginning and has been unable to use the left effectively and unable to penetrate the peekaboo style. Under any circumstances, by our unofficial scorers around us, the fight remains close. One rider has it 5-5-2, the other 6-4-2 Patterson. One minute left Round 13. As people who follow boxing know, broken noses are common. And fighters have fought and won with them. Blood coming out of Patterson's mouth now. Patterson fighting furiously. Swinging furiously, but not doing the damage to one another that the crowd believes. The end of round 13 will go to both corners. Ellis's face is a mess, as you can see. And again, Dundee, Ferrara, and Pacheco go to work on it. Patterson is much less marked, but beginning to show signs of being marked, and suffered a cut inside the mouth in that last round, the 13th round. Incredibly, as we look at Patterson, incredibly, this crowd is counting on Floyd's victory. And you couldn't have found a boxing writer in this town who would have given a cent for Patterson's chances to survive the 5th round before the bout took place. Immediately, the blood course from Ellis. He missed the 14th round. That nose, which was broken at the very beginning, has been bleeding throughout the fight. Two minutes left in the 14th round. Floyd threw a right that did no damage. An excellent left by Patterson. Under ordinary circumstances, or they might have been extraordinary had this fight ended earlier, you would be seeing the pregame show right now for the Georgia-Tennessee game, which will be coming on right after Wide World of Sports. This fight now in the 14th round. Ellis a mass of blood. Patterson fighting more confidently, steadily. 1 minute left in the 14th round. And at age 33, his 4th challenge in his boxing career, a good right lead by Patterson. Floyd Patterson may become the heavyweight champion again. This, the World Boxing Association version. Ellis went down. And he pulled Patterson down with him. 30 seconds left in this, the 14th round. Ellis is a bloody, pulpy mess. Patterson is virtually unmarked. The first knockdown, the only knockdown of the fight. Patterson to the left against Ellis. Patterson in complete control of this fight. Let the crowd's noise speak for the way they feel. Harold! Harold! Ernie Fowler over Floyd Patterson. Steve Klaus, Patterson's cut man. The final round coming up. Victory, obviously, within Floyd Patterson's grasp. A stunning upset in the offing. Look at Jimmy Ellis as against Patterson.
Harold Ellis! Harold!
We're back for round 15, and Harold Fallon just came over to tell this reporter and the others around me that he did not call that a knockdown of Ellis. That he said Ellis slipped and Patterson fell down with him. Still looked like a knockdown to me. Final round, Ellis white, Patterson blue. Patterson apparently in control of this bout. Patterson fighting his best fight in years at weight 188 and a half. Ellis with a broken nose since the first round, according to Angelo Dundee. Patterson belaboring Ellis all over the ring. 2 minutes left of the final round. Started for Patterson in 1952 with an Olympics victory. And then the many bouts in the Eastern Parkway Arena. And then the defeat of Archie Moore in 56 for the title. And the 3 bouts with Joe Hunt. A lot of suckers in between, like Rademacher and Roy Harris and all the rest. Patterson again hitting Ellis with the left.